like you said, like we have to freedom to developers to do their own estimation, but that is the only correct way. Na? Estimation should be done by the person who is going to work on that story or like that. So yeah, that's it.
So what are you like? I'm not clear. So I got an last part of your question, which was saying the estimation should be done by the people who are expected to work on the product. Work
Right,
on that. Yeah.
right. But as earlier you said, like no one should done estimation other than him only. So is there any cases like a Scrum Master or any other senior guy is doing estimation and his team is going to work on that story like that?
So that will be undermining the autonomy. If the Scrum Master does the estimate and the team is expected to adhere to that estimate,
Right, right.
then it is undermining the autonomy. But if there is a situation, assuming, let's not use the word Scrum Master, there is a system architect. System architect may need to give a high level information about the feature so that the management can make a decision, should we do it or not. Yeah. And later on team implements it. Then there is no problem. Maybe system architect does an estimation at a first level. Team don't consider that estimate. They will anyway think in their own view and they will create their own estimate. It may match, it may have some variance. Then there is no problem. So there is a possibility architect may do an estimation for the purpose of feasibility analysis. But when the team is expected to work on it, they need to find out their own estimate. You can't say that it has been already estimated before, now you need to adhere to it. If you do that, then you are undermining the autonomy. But at the same time, there is a possibility sometimes teams are not available. You need to make a high level call. Someone else does the estimation.
Okay, okay. So yeah, this is not what that architect will do the like feature level estimate at first, like example like 110 story points, and when the development team starts to develop the same feature and at the end they arrive at like 200 or 220 story points. So this is practical case, right?
Yes, that's what we are going to learn tomorrow more. So we will learn that we will have a feature in our ART backlog. We will have separate people who will do estimation at a feature level, system architect, product management, and they will do for the purpose of ART backlog prioritization. But once the story starts coming to the team, they will do team backlog refinement. They will add user stories and they will do their own estimation. Later on, also during the PI, they may discover more stories and they keep refining their team backlog as they discover more information. There could be a variation. Those variations need to be understood and looked at. We can't say that there cannot be a variation.
Right, right. Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what we will explore tomorrow more. Anything else? Anyone here? Okay, so I go to my PDF file. This file should be with you all now. So there were some 7 initial ideas of SAFe. If you have not looked at them, it's a good idea. They will help you. Now the little bit terminology has changed, but more or less intent is still 100% same. Yeah, so program backlog is called ART backlog now, but the content composition process is 100% same, just the name is different. Yeah. And that's why I am keep recommending that guys please look at it so that at least you know terminology we can fix during the class. So this is a 7 thing. Then we have more detail about the 10 principles which we were exploring today. My recommendation is there is around 20-24 minutes video which is explaining some of the core ideas behind principle number 6. As Ramya pointed out, there is a terminology change. But we need to learn what is visualization, what is limiting work in progress, what is transaction cost, what is holding cost, what is batch size, and how do we achieve small batch size. Yeah, so this all is explained here. I think it's a 20-24 minutes video. I will spend in the class around 45 minutes on it, minimum. Yeah, it may go more also. But if you do some background, then this 45 minutes will be more effective for you. I am anyway going to take full principle in the class. So that's a starting point. This is one of the super recommended thing I want to do. I want to say to you before we do class tomorrow. And that's why I skipped that principle, because I want to give you an opportunity to get ready before I give you a big theory injection about the principle number 6. It's a huge thing. Yeah. So I want to give you the last chance. Okay, now there are some generic videos on SAFe, not SAFe, they are generic principles. They are management videos in case you want to check and get a feel of some of the management theories which are communicated in SAFe principles. So they are the nice videos to watch. That's something you can do. Tomorrow, after this principle gets over, we will start the PI part of it. So I think this much is enough for a reminder for tomorrow that you can do a principle 6, or if you have not done, then you can finish the 7 essential SAFe videos which are coming in the initial stage. That's it. That's the only recommendation for you for tomorrow's class. What do we cover in our tomorrow's class? Let me give you a little briefing. And then I am hoping that everybody got a digital workbook. If not, do let me know once we finish the class. So here we have done today, these all are done, becoming lean, all this. So we will finish the principle number 6, 9 and 10. These are the 3 principles left for our tomorrow. Then we will do the role and responsibility of Scrum Master, Product Owner, something called Release Train Engineer, someone called System Architect, someone called Business Owner. That's a lesson 3. And then we start lesson 4, which is more about identifying features, applying some design thinking and customer-centric ideas to identify features, putting those features into ART backlog with the help of evaluating them using ART Kanban system. And after putting them into ART backlog, applying something called WSJF, weighted shortest job first, to prioritize. If you are a little curious and you have time, then you can watch the WSJF video in advance also. We have a video talking about SAFe prioritization tool. It's another 20 minutes video, but we will cover it in the class tomorrow. So this is all is expected to get covered. And we may get time to talk about little introduction to PI planning meeting. Yeah. After that, the last class will take care of PI planning and PI execution. Yeah. Good. If anyone has a follow-up question, please stay. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same process. And yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
So, Sakil,
Go ahead. Yeah.
okay. So, the workbook which you have mentioned, right? You have given some 197 pages of book, right? So, will that be enough for clearing the certification, Sakil?
Yes.
That should be pretty much enough for this.
So what is here? You see the question, you search in the workbook. You can find the answer, you reply it. That's the skill you need to develop soon. The
Okay.
sooner you develop, the sooner you are ready. Because see, the language of workbook, as you know, is very like they have heavy words. So you need to find those heavy words, and you can do this practice with the help of practice test. We have our practice test. The Scaled Agile has a practice test, and once you master that art, you are ready for the exam.
Okay. It's just that we have to correlate that.
Yes.
Yeah. Follow-up question, Saket, on that. So, like you had taken, I think, numerous sessions. I was checking while I was booking for this class. So, have there been any case like when somebody was not able to crack the certification?
Yeah. There keeps happening. Yeah. So why they happen is sometimes you understand SAFe and you are in a hurry and you assume that I know everything. But the SAFe exam is not about understanding SAFe. It is about understanding their language. So if you don't practice with the practice test, if you don't search well in the digital workbook, then it is difficult to pass the exam because 80% is the pass marks. So you need to have a patience and pick up the terminologies. If you lose that, you miss.
Okay.
When
And
you
one more question.
Yeah,
Go on,
please.
Ramya.
No, sorry, Rakesh, you go ahead.
Sure. So, one more question that is more personal, basically. So, like my personal aspiration is becoming an RTE and then maybe STE also in future, follow by that. So, I am serving as a Scrum Master for around more than 6 years now. So, do I need to do this SAFe Scrum Master certification first to
You just need to get inside the SAFe environment. I think doing certification, all the SAFe certificate has 70% same content. Yeah, because say none of them has a prerequisite. So when you go for safe Scrum Master, safe Product Owner, they need to teach you what is safe. Yeah. You come to leading safe, then also I need to teach you what is safe before I can tell you anything about it. So at least 50 to 70% content is overlapped. Then only 30 to 40% content focuses on, like safe Scrum Master will tell what is the role of a Scrum Master, a little bit more with some exercise and more detail on iteration. That all you can easily relate. Uh, uh, Usually when you look at a job descriptions, they are good with leading safe or any safe certification usually. If someone is already working in a safe environment, then they better do safe Scrum Master and all, because they already know safe, they just want to understand the role of a Scrum Master. When people are new to safe, then better they do leading safe, so they get a perspective. And that's the general thing. Now, at some point in time, when you see there is a branding issue, you want to little put more weight to your thing, then the Scaled Agile has another program called Safe Advanced Scrum Master. Again, 60% content will be the same, but if you just want to have a label, then that might be a good idea. They have a release train engineer also, but that's a very expensive one. That will go into $2,000 kind of a range. So Safe Advanced Scrum Master is in a similar range, and that will be a good thing. Yeah.
And what about product owner, POPM?
Same.
Same
So
thing.
it's also like same. Content wise, 50-60% same. It will spend more time talking about writing user stories and feature. So when we go tomorrow, we don't write them in that much detail. We just understand, explain what is Scrum feature and what is user story. But in the POPM class, we spend more time talking about what is feature, what is user story. So a little bit more. So you can say 30. Here we had it for say 15 hours. So we spent generically all on safe understanding. There, the safe understanding may be 5-6 hours, and remaining 5-6 hours basically on the role.
Okay, on that particular role.
On the particular. But the understanding of safe will be limited. They will not go into portfolio, they will not go into principles. They will have a limited role-based safe understanding and then zooming into the role.
Got it.
Yeah. Yes, Ramya, you had something?
Yeah. When you say that, say if the examination or whatever, if we take it in the practical way, it's all about language and terminologies, right? So, I would like to know, like, if you say terminologies, it's like, you're mentioning like PA planning, RT backlog, something like that, or is that something different?
It's like this. Which of the following is lean thinking principle?
Okay.
Now, continuous improvement, pursue perfection, relentless improvement. Tell me. We have covered it today.
Yeah, no, pursue, all three are coming in that, right?
No. Pursue
Wait.
perfection is the right. Yeah, because that's the exact word matching.
Okay.
Now, see, all three will mean
But the
same.
meaning is same, right?
Yeah, more or less the same. That's what the exam is. So we need to say, oh, pursue perfection, because I go to the slide, I see that lean thinking has 5 principles and pursue perfection is one of it. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. If you miss that, your question is wrong.
Okay, it should be the exact one.
Yeah, so that's the terminology. So those kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes they tell, like the question Srinivas asked, one of the components, low component can derail the whole system. That whole statement may come and says it true or false. So you may get confused reading that statement. One of the component can derail the whole system. There was some statement like that. Yeah, a little complicated. Srinivas pointed out what does it mean, and that could be a question and saying is it a true or false. Now you get confused reading it, and if you mark wrong, then you lose the number. That's like that.
Oh, okay. And as I'm new to IT, this thing, I don't know about the user story acceptance criteria and all. Do you suggest any videos or something I have to watch, instead of
We do have
understanding?
a whole guide of user story. There is a video. Also, I had a blog. It's a little long blog, 2,000 words kind of page,
Okay.
where I give you the whole story of a user story. And the acceptance criteria is also there.
Okay.
So if you go to our Eisenbridge site, you can find it out. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's a good starting point because see, in the agile world, that will be minimum expected nowadays. So you will explore it, and if you have a follow-up question, we'll figure it out where do we do what.
Okay. Thank you.
Good.
So
Go ahead. Yeah. Sorry.
we are allowed to use workbook in subdivision exam.
So that's a very difficult question. Yeah. So the point is, the SAFE will say you should not take any assistance from outside. Yeah. But at the same time, nobody watching you. It's a browser-based test. Nobody is watching you. Nobody's watching your laptop.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how, like you can definitely open browser and do whatever you want. And when you take a practice test, SAFE practice test on Scaled Agile, they will use the same software, same tool which will be used for the final test. So whatever you can do while doing practice test, you should be able to do exactly same in the final test also.
And this practice test unlocks after the training, correct?
Yes, yeah. So Scaled Agile practice test will unlock after we finish the training. Our test we will unlock, we will give you an access on Monday. Yeah.
And will there
that
be
will-
any case scenario kind of questions too?
No.
No, right? Okay.
Mainly direct thing, like which of the following is a value of SAFE? So you need to remember 4 values: transparency, alignment, respect for people, relentless
Relentless.
improvement. Not continuous improvement.
Relentless
improvement.
improvement.
So you go to the slide and you find these 4 words, you are good. I like that. Yeah.
But there won't be, they'll say some other word and,
Very
very
rare.
rare. Okay.
So it's not like that, what would you do when there is a defect and the customer is asking you to release? So
Okay.
it's like those kind of questions will not come.
That's what I'm asking. Like, when we take, any example for the SAFE principle and they ask us which principle, do you apply for
There is
this,
a
something like,
possibility. There could be few 1 or 2 questions which our practice test will help you to figure it out.
okay.
It says, this particular scenario aligns to which principle more. And those questions are usually very close because the principles are not like compartmentalized. Many times one thing might be going into 2 principles also.
Yeah.
So sometimes it becomes a little risky, but with the help of practice test, you will know what answer to pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Practice test unlocks on Monday, right?
Our one we will give 2 practice tests. There are 3 actually, but 2 are already upgraded to 6.0. So you take those 2 and then you wait for another week when the exam, your attendance get marked, then the Scaled Agile practice test will get unlocked.
Okay. When you say internal, is it the Eisen?
Yeah, so we have a separate website,
Okay.
elearning.eisenbiz.com. So where we will give you an access, you can check our practice test. There is a space to try. Around 50-60% questions will come directly from it, our practice test. Then maybe 10% question you can pick up from the Scaled Agile practice test. So when you give the exam, around 60% questions will be quickly done. You know them, the answers are known them. Only for remaining 30-40%, you need to do little
Hard work.
research. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Thank
Uh-huh.
you.
Okay. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow then. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.